If you have a solution, it's simple. Using AI, I can duplicate it. Why do I need you? Correct.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
so what is increasing?
That is the uncomfortable business question underneath cheap software. If building it is no longer the hard part, then being able to build it is no longer the reason anyone chooses you. For most of my career, simply building a complex application was expensive. Months of design, coding, testing, deployment, integration, and maintenance. That cost was itself a barrier. It kept competitors out. A smaller, experienced team with good tooling now covers a lot of that ground, which is excellent, right up until you realize the barrier protected you too.
Efforts are minimized on development side, deployment side, testing side, right? That team bandwidth can be given and should be given, and I'm pretty much sure that is being given into more feature development, correct? More adoption. Consider you have a team of say 15 engineers. With the AI, say in 2022, your team velocity was so less, correct? In 26, it is so fast. You're developing features so fast. What you want? You want more and more features, and existing features, you want more adoption. You want more customers. Let more and more people use my solution. What you want more? You want sales. You want tremendous sales, correct?
But building faster does not automatically mean the business wins. It can just as easily mean producing more features that nobody asked for. The questions get harder, not easier. Which features matter? Which users care? Why would they switch? Why would they stay? And why can a competitor not simply reproduce the same thing next month?
Very easy. So what you want? You want to develop something which is so immensely useful and tough to implement that nobody else can, or nobody can easily duplicate it. In maybe in existing users or whatever. More sales. Definitely you need more sales. Correct? Excellence. Excellence is the key. You create excellent solution which nobody can copy or cannot copy that easily. You are safe. Your team is safe. Your business is safe. So excellence is a demand that's going to increase.
This is where Amit arrives at the word he keeps coming back to. When duplication gets easy, mediocre software becomes easy to reproduce, so the pressure moves to quality. And excellence here does not mean polish. It means deeper domain understanding, a better workflow, reliability, integration, trust, support, data, distribution, and an experience that is genuinely better. Cheap code increases the value of everything that is difficult to copy. So the old moat was one question. Can you build it? The new moat is a longer list, and none of it is about typing. Do you understand the problem? Do customers trust you? Do you have distribution? Do you have domain data nobody else has? Does it integrate with what they already run? And does it actually work reliably on a bad day? Code still matters, but the scarce thing has moved away from producing code and towards context. Amit's other answer is that cheap implementation lets an existing platform keep adding value. Better automation, better previews, smarter workflow, deeper analytics, more integrations, more services.
As I said, so adoption is one thing, sales is one thing that we already talked about, that those things are going to increase, but value addition. So cost of value addition is very less now, correct? A bank, whatever bank is offering with the data, more value-added services. You know, VAS, value-added service. You have Airtel is having data plan, and they sell data, but they also sell ringtones. They also sell caller tunes. Value addition, more and more value addition. That's what I believe is that injection can happen.
Okay. No, actually, no. You definitely when businesses get more time, they will more focus. They will more put attention in details. They will serve better. But I do see a ceiling in there.
I pushed back on him here because I have seen the opposite in my own work. A platform I built has been sitting stable for months. The customer is not asking for anything. Some of what they do ask for, I do not think adds real value. His answer was better than my objection, and it is the strongest thing he says in the whole conversation about products.
Saturation is not. So there is no, you cannot say that in this point of time my product is saturated. The stability, I totally agree, but you see, consider, you see Zerodha, you see they started with 20 rupees transaction charge, but Zerodha did not stop there. They started coin. Now recently they launched mutual fund. They have integration with Tijori. They have integration with tax filing. So when Zerodha started as from trading platform, you see how many extra services they have started. Value addition is will keep coming in. Who thought that Open AI and Anthropic will go into services? They are gonna offer their platform. They're gonna have their teams doing offshore work, outsourcing work for others.
Zerodha started as a discount trading platform on a 20 rupee charge and then kept going. Mutual funds, tax filing, integrations. Airtel sells a data plan and also sells ringtones. So the question stops being, can we build it, and becomes, is it worth building? Which is a much harder question and a much better one. AI does not make a product valuable. It makes producing software easier. The harder part, choosing, understanding, differentiating, and earning trust, is exactly where it was. Execution gets cheaper, differentiation gets harder. One note before we finish. This is a discussion between two engineers about patterns we have seen in our own work. The examples are illustrative, and the views about where engineering is heading are opinions, not predictions.